he'd become her brother-in-law. She'd acted shocked and appalled and said any number of things about her sister Wren when she found herself involved with a Cooper. It had gone way past involved now, and they were married with a baby. And Cricket had sworn to Wren up and down that hard-headed, irritating, stubborn cowboys would never, ever be her type. Cricket was a liar. Jackson made her feel strange, but he was also the only one of the Coopers who could answer the questions she needed answered. Because of Wren, she couldn't really talk to Creed, and she didn't really want to talk to the youngest Cooper either, even though Honey was closer to Cricket's age. She'd never found the other girl approachable. In some ways, Cricket was jealous of her. Honey was a country girl, a tough cowgirl, and she just seemed to fit with her family, in a way Cricket did not. Case in point, Cricket had never really had much of anything to do with the family winery. But she was a fantastic card player, and with their father officially out of commission, having been exiled in disgrace, and for good reason, Cricket had been nominated by her sisters to take his place. And Cricket was about to take it all. "I'll raise you," she said. Oh, yes, it was time. In that pot were a great many things she was interested in. Jackson's cufflinks, his watch, a pony from his ranch. She'd only had to offer a diamond bracelet, wasn't hers anyway, a case of Maxfield Reserve wines, and the dollar from her father's very first sale, which still hung in his vacant office, framed on the wall. Something that Jackson said he was going to give to his father. The Maxfield and Cooper families were rivals from way back, though that rivalry had been dented some by her sister marrying Creed. Still, sitting here across from a Cooper brought out her competitive spirit, especially because right along with that competitive spirit, Jackson also brought out that complicated sensation she could honestly say she wasn't a fan of. And now it was right down to the final bet. "I bet myself," she said. "Excuse me?" "I bet myself. I will work for Cowboy Wines for free for 30 days. His brows shot upward. "That's pretty rich." "You afraid?" He snorted. "I'll see you. And raise you. I'll work at Maxfield Vineyards for 30 days. "No," she said. "The winery doesn't need you. You'll work at my ranch for 30 days. And sleep in the bunkhouse." She desperately needed a ranch hand, and she knew that Jackson Cooper knew what he was doing when it came to horses. Cricket wanted as far away from the uppity confines of her upbringing as possible, and this ranch was her one way to get there. "And if I lose?" "You'll work at Cowboy Wines in the tasting room, dressed up in cowgirl boots and a miniskirt and serving our guests." He was trying to scare her or humiliate her, but she'd grown up with James Maxfield. She'd been made to feel small and sad and unwanted for years. It was only recently she'd started to suspect why her father had treated her that way. But after a lifetime of humiliation, a miniskirt and waiting tables wouldn't defeat her. Deal. And she wouldn't lose. She wanted his forfeit and wasn't worried at all about her own. She needed Jackson on her ranch. Unfortunately, she was all stalled out. Didn't quite know where to begin. That's where Jackson would come in handy. And then there was that other matter. And so she waited. "You look awfully confident," he said. "Oh, I am." He laid down his cards, that handsome mouth turning upward into a smile. The smile of a man who had never lost much of anything in his life. Oh, how she would enjoy showing him what a foolish mistake that smile was. Because not only had he had lost to her, a woman at least 10 years younger than him, a woman she knew he didn't think of as